What's up, everybody? So I figured I'm in here, I'm rehearsing for shows. You got the Jim Crean and the Aerosmith guys. I got asked to headline a fucking festival. That hasn't gone. Patrick Johansson would be on drums. We haven't worked everything out. It's in preliminary stages. It's months out. It takes a long time to get these festival things going and doing. Um, I'm out of breath. I got my MRI results back partially, and everything in the spine looked okay. So it's not a spinal injury from the mid up, but they don't know from the bottom down, mid to the bottom. But the gabapentin is helping me not feel so sick. Although last week I had to cancel a show and it cost me thousands of dollars. You see, I don't talk about the prep that goes into a show. Restringing guitar, sitting in here, like I'm sick right now. My stomach is fucking in knots. I'm probably going to end up in the bathroom in a few minutes. But and that was one of the reasons why I haven't been on here. I've been sick, I've been busy. They put my uncle on too many meds, and he was not getting up. I saw him. I got a lot on my plate, a lot, and it's not easy, And thank God for you guys. There's a lot of great people out here with a lot of great advice. Brooklyn Garage, thank you so much for looking into the pedal video more and seeing what I'm talking about. And I'll show you in a second. I got my transposer on my Kemper working. And matter of fact, we'll take a look at two Chinese guitars, one for half the money. My Epiphone Tommy Thayer, which was $750, and the Gus G, that's $1,500. And you tell me which one sounds better. But I the other day, let me see. So I was watching this guy, and his name is Mauricio Ruiz, the number one insider music industry podcast, which is a lie. Essential for Managers, founder of the Playbook, founder of Managers Podcast, music industry executive CEO for 16 years, but now he's doing podcasts. Red flag number one. Because, let's see. A CEO in the music industry with 15 years of experience would typically be worth between several million to 100 million total career earnings and net worth. Right fucking there. So why is he created a YouTube podcast? Why is he writing books to make money and not just retired enjoying his money? Because he's full of shit. Fake fraud. I've never heard of this guy, number one. Now, could I be wrong? I could. But there's a lot of red flags about this. Number two, I was watching him talk to somebody else supposedly in the industry, and everything they stated was unfactually, and it was all incorrect. All of it. And I go, what the fuck are these guys even talking about? And they're supposed to be in the industry? So I looked them up. Supposedly collaborated, but it doesn't tell you exactly what the fuck he did. Red flag number two. Number three, why are you on your podcast saying, I'm going to work with artists, so if you need help in the industry, you pay me for a seminar or a consultation fee for $1,000 for an hour or two, and I'm happy to talk to you. Happy to talk? No, you're in the industry. Why wouldn't you help people beyond that? Red flag number three. You see how this starts to look suspicious? Plus, you're trying to get clicks and you're monetized to the max where you got commercials every 2 minutes. No, you're a fucking fake fraud. How are you worth, say, $30 million and you're busy with fucking YouTube, unless you're like me that just has nothing to do anymore? But I'm not writing fucking books. I'm still writing in the industry. I don't need the monetization. I got enough money. I don't give a fuck. Again, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just reasonable explanation. When you got a shitload of money, you don't need $500 to $1,000 from a fucking YouTube channel. Now, if it gets up to 1 million subscribers on my channel, yeah, then I'll monetize it. And you know what I'll do? I'll do gift cards. And we'll have contests, and I'll give away the fucking 15 to 25K a month and help you guys out. You want to be helped out to get in the industry? Money does that. Not paying money, but receiving money so that you can go and do demos and get in there and record. And that's how you get in. Getting yourself merch, doing shows. You need money for this. So if I get like Rick Beato, where is his contribute? Where if he was in the industry with all the money, where does he contribute? Where's his fucking $10,000 a month donations to the people? Not like an Andy Wood, a Sir guitar that Sir gives him to donate away for fucking marketing strategy. Where's the fucking the YouTube money? Where's the commercial money? The ad money? Where's the fucking 10, 15K that you can give away and still have 10K left over for your family? What are you doing to help the American fucking dream of a musician? Mr. Beast does it. I watch Mr. Beast give away millions of dollars, cars, all kinds of shit, houses, cars. Where's Rick Beato in this? Now again, my channel gets that big, we'll monetize it, and I'll give all the fucking money away every fucking month. $25,000 will go to a single person. That's 25 grand, 12 times a year, as long as I'm alive. That's what I will do. But when I see this kind of shit, that you're worth millions, but you're on your channel saying you're in the industry, and what are you, 40? So when did you start? At 20 years? Bullshit. Red flag 5. Let's see, how old is he? Let me see, where's this fucking guy at? Tabs, this one? No, let's close that one out. That's my Yahoo. Let's see, is it this one? No. Where's my tabs? Let's see. Ruiz. Where is he? Manager, Google. Let's see. Let me see this guy. Let me see. How old is he? Marcy, founder, an industry executive for 16 years. Marie's music. So you type in the music part to see what he did and nothing pops out. What is Victor Ruiz known for? Let me see. Hi, my name is I worked in the music business. Let's see. See, he said artist. Number one, you're not a fucking artist. And I hate to be like this. You're a product to turn profit. Number two, he doesn't talk like a real fucking businessman. I hate to say this and be like this because it ruins a lot of dreams for people. What do you mean I'm a product? You get a contract to work. You're a product. You're there to make the most money for this company in return that they pay you in money, royalties. And you're only as good as what you're going to pull in. Now, they're not going to keep signing people and make no money to put out music because you think it's great. Whatever you recorded was great. They want the masses to appeal to it, or it's not worth anything to anybody. Kind of like I said, I just had this conversation, and I hope all my friends in the guitar industry don't get pissed at me. Guys like Guthrie Govan and all these guys that are incredibly talented guitar players. It doesn't mean shit. It's the writing of a song that makes you a substantial amount of money that appeals to the masses. And that writing of a song is called a product. You don't want to sell cookies at fucking Target that they have to throw out because no one's buying. You want it to appeal to the masses, like Frosted Flakes or Cheerios. It has to be a hit. Hit. Keyword hit. Hit means profit. Again, I just watched the Ruiz guy on fucking Instagram. Doesn't talk like a real fucking CEO of the music industry worth hundreds of millions or even 30 million. I got the money. I got this. I got that. Bullshit. Because if you had the money, you wouldn't be marketing your YouTube channel. You wouldn't be on YouTube asking people to pay you money for fucking advice. I give it away. I give everything away for free. My advice, what to do, what to look out for, who to trust, who not to trust, red flags and the way that they talk. If they got a fucking YouTube channel, if you're shilling fucking products, you're not in the industry where here, let me put it this way. Let's do it. Let's break it down. Let's use Schiller's as a great example of social media and marketing as a product. If you were worth millions upon millions of dollars as a person, you could come on here, get a YouTube channel going, and make a lot of money by advertising. Now, if you had millions of dollars before you started, you don't need every fucking gear company to give you products for free. One, and you don't need to say that they're all good to become somebody that builds your channel up. You could do it with being a legitimate, honest guy in the industry. You could. You could just come on here and go, that Boss pedal sucks. I got a Kemper here, 10 years older than the Boss pedal, and it's just repackaged marketing bullshit. Save your fucking money and put it towards the Kemper, or a Fractal, or a Quad Cortex. Now, the Quad Mini came out. I'm very interested in that. But I also love the Kemper. I love the Fractal. I love the Quad. But you got to stop and think. The Schillers are used by fucking as a marketing tool, and they're at the mercy of these companies because they're not of high stature and they need the money and the funds and to be known for all this gear because they're building something. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. People, I've had companies contact me. I'm not going to promote something because they contact me. Fuck off. If I don't use it, I'm not promoting it. I'm using Kemper Live. I'm using VHD power amps. I got a bass and cabinet and a Marshall JCM 900. And we're going to look at the Jackson versus the fucking Epiphone. Two Chinese guitars. One's half the money, and the one that's half the money sounds better. Rebranding, repackaging. The consumer has been getting fucked for years. Watch this. I get a car stolen. Let's say I got a brand new Lamborghini. Now let's use something. I got a brand new Toyota, right? 30 grand. I put. No, let's use something a little. Well, let's use a Range Rover, Land Rover. Well, the range. Let's do. No, let's that I got an L7 Range Rover, Land Rover, L7. Those cars 100 grand. Let's say I put some new rims on there, and it got stolen. But I had new custom rims on there. The fucking the Blah Punk Super, the top of the line stereo, and I took out the Bose, which was great, but it's not the same. And then your car gets stolen, and they're saying, well, the rims, the Range Rover rims were 10 grand. You spent 7, so you owe us 3. The radio you took out, that Bose system, is 10K. You put a system in there for 8, so you owe us 2. See, they depreciate your vehicle based on manufacturer pricing. Right? You're upgrading it, but they're depreciating it. But when they upgrade a new vehicle every year by changing the molding on the dash, the molding here, the stick shift colors, the color of the fabric itself, they call it an upgrade and charge you another 10 grand. But when you do it, it's a depreciation. See what I'm saying? How is that fucking right? How is that possible? Because that's the way our government acts and allows through policies and insurance companies and this and that and this. You know, you have coding in the medical field. So they stick something in your ear that's considered a surgical code because it entered into a cavity. Even though there's nothing in there, they looked in your ear and stuck the look. It's considered a surgical code, so they can bill more for that. It's kind of like you can't get an MRI on your leg, which would be best for you if you think you broke your leg. They rather do the X-ray because when you go into the hospital, the coding doesn't, because they allow to be billing as an emergency to charge $100,000 for the MRI. They're not going to allow it because it's not a head injury due to coding and policy procedure. You see how the fucking consumer gets fucked? Same thing with this Ruiz guy. I've worked in the industry. For who? And what did you fucking actually do? You talk a good game, but you're not talking the right game. You're a fucking fraud. And these people are all over YouTube. And this is what ruins the music industry. Fake fucking lying people that people believe and end up believing and thinking they can do stuff. And this is harmful for the mental aspect of people because they think they're doing the right thing by listening to this guy, and he's a nobody. He's making money off his channel and living off the money from his channel as opposed to the 30 million he made in the industry, which he doesn't have. So I can go dress in a suit, have my hair down. I could go into a place set up with backdrops and have my friend interview me. I could give him all the questions and do an Instagram post like it's a record label that I'm talking to. I could go to my warehouse and get all my gold records and platinum records and awards and put them all behind so it looks like a real fucking label. Put a fucking desk there. We could do a stage prop, make it look like the real thing. They do it on movie sets. So why couldn't I do it? I got everything. I could put all the guitars behind me, and I could bring in famous friends. I could do whatever the fuck I want and make it seem. I don't do that because it's damaging to you guys in the industry. So that's my 2 cents. And the other people that damage the industry are people like the Rick Beatos, you know. And there's some good guitar players out there. I'm not going to say Andy Wood's a bad guitar player. He made a mistake and he fucked up with me. Tom is a good guitar player. He's not a horrible guitar player. He's a good guitar player. Andy's a good guitar player. But again, substance is a consumer. If you want to be an incredibly great guitar player, technique has nothing to do with your marketable sales. Eric Clapton sold millions of records. He's a big influence in the music industry because of his substance, his intent to write hit songs. Layla, all those songs. If you wanna get high, all kinds of stuff. What was that song? Something, See You in Heaven or whatever. Great fucking tunes written by somebody who is an equal in technical ability to, say, a Guthrie Govan. He doesn't need to be. Because what appeals to masses are not guitar solos. It's songs. So with that said, what did Marco Ruiz do? Good fucking question. Because he doesn't talk like he's in the industry. Talks like he's putting up a fucking great game, right? So let's take a listen. Again, and there's a lot goes into shows. Let's take a listen. Kemper with 2 condenser mics. I'm not running direct. Let's take a listen to the pitch transpose. Let's do some fast. Now I have to go back and listen to it. Chinese Epiphone with the blue case, $750 new. 10 times better than this fucking Jackson, which is double the money. Now let's take a look, listen to the Jackson real quick. It's a good guitar. It's not bad. Is it a Kiesel? Fuck no. Now, I don't know if you can hear this note. You're hearing the odd note from the microphone. So if I do this. You know what I'm saying? So why waste $300 on a repackaged fucking product where this is 10 years older and works better than the fucking Boss pedal? Again, rebranding with extra dollars. It's okay when manufacturers do it, but if we do it as people, we depreciated it. So that's my food for thought on this video. I think there's too much bullshit going on. People are being pushed into the industry like the Jared Dines and the Grace Bowers and the Marcus Kings. Marcus King is probably one of the better ones of them, but at the same time, he doesn't have any hit songs on the radios. You gotta have, to be a social media star, you should also be an actual recording artist star, which means that you have to have X amount of fucking records sold or units sold or Spotify songs sold. And until you do that, social media companies and these gear companies and everybody should stop fucking promoting these people. They're the ones like this Marcus Ruiz. With disinformation, you're ruining the fucking industry. And you're on here saying that I'm Marcus Ruiz. If you, or Marcio, whatever his name is, if you contact me, I will consult with you and charge you a fee. But I'm still going to do my podcast and talk about the music industry and what's wrong with it. but I'm not really helping you. Makes no fucking sense, does it? Red flag number 6. You see what I'm saying? You just got to be smarter than the next guy and feed through the bullshit. The problem is we have allowed bullshit to fucking rule our lives for so long. The accountability is fucking thrown out the window, and these guys just want to fucking not give a fuck. It's sad to say. Well, we need some kind of fucking system put back in place for accountability so that things can go back to normal. So that we can get a Guitar Hero. Where's the fucking next Van Halen coming from? Where's the next Frank Marino or Ted Nugent or the next fucking Kansas or Styx or you know what I'm saying? There's none of those bands. There's no I mean, who is the last biggest band that we had? Nickelback? And everyone hated them. I liked them. I'm going to be honest. Fucking catchy as fuck, and they sold millions of records. I guess if they sucked, they wouldn't have sold, right? Do the math. No, Nickelback. So what did it start on? Like Beavis and Butthead saying that they sucked, so everybody just starts saying they sucked? I mean, that's how much a media can influence something. But they had a lot of good songs. They were a good band, I thought. I don't know those guys. Where's the Collective Souls? Where's the fucking where the Godsmacks? Where are they? Not the Godsmack was a universal turning point in music, but where are these fucking bands? Where are the Iron Maidens? Where are these fucking bands? Where are the great artists? The great songwriters? Good question. How come no one's talking? How come Marizo isn't talking about where the big fucking next band's coming from? Why it's not happening? Where's Rick Beato on this matter? Why big bands don't exist no more? Why there's no more Eddie Van Halen? Why? Because of shows like his own. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out. Little small update for everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.